Uh, Hi, Julie. Thank you for taking time
Hi.
to speak with me today. I really appreciate it. So we're here talking about your new film, I Live Here Now. I had a chance as a fellow Montrealer to see the movie at the world premiere last year at Fantasia, which is known for having one of the rowdiest crowds in the world. So for a few months past since then, how do you look back at your visit to the festival for the film's reaction over there?
Oh, I loved it. I had so much fun at Fantasia. I thought the audience was great. The Q&A was a blast. And yeah, Mitch just does such a great job with that festival. Like it was the perfect place for us to have our world premiere. I have very fond memories of my time in Montreal.
I'm very glad to hear that because I had a blast watching the movie. The crowd too, they enjoyed really that very a distinct experience, I will say. And having seen it twice now, the film does an incredible job of blending together this psychodrama mixed with this these horror elements. And since this is your feature directorial debut, also having done some numerous shorts as well, I was curious on what made you want to tackle these genres as part of your first film.
I think there's so much freedom in horror, and it gives you the ability to tackle really dark material in a fun way. I guess fun is the word I'll use. And being able to mix kind of campy humor with really dark themes, and then touch on some horror tropes, like a couple jump scares. There's just so much freedom to layer in expression and feeling, and to kind of package it in this horror way, so that way an audience knows what to do when they're walking into the theater. They're sort of prepared to see something that's going to be all of those things. It's a great genre. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, and when we start off in like present day and you see Rose's life going on, you set up this sort of grounded contemporary reality before transitioning into this surreal, colorful, like David Lynch type of world, which is someone like myself who went into it blind at Fantasia. It was such a huge like surprise and breath of fresh air, not knowing anything about it. So I was wondering your creative process behind contrasting these worlds and some of your influences behind creating that like colorful, surreal world.
Oh yeah, no, I just love movies that do that. I like Alice in Wonderland is a big reference. I like setting it up. I wanted to set it up as this sort of, yeah, like thing about this girl and this guy, and like something dark happened to her, and then all of a sudden we just are in this strange, surreal place. And that stuff that we've started the film with that seems so important and intense, right? Like Rose is pregnant. She's got to lose weight so she can play this role. There's this controlling mother figure that's trying to, tell her what to do with her body. And these are the things that are like so important to start the movie. But then as Rose goes on her journey and peels the layers back, it kind of gets revealed that those things were just on the surface, that there was a lot more bubbling beneath that was even scarier and more important to her. So that way, by the time we're, almost towards the end of the movie and some of that first act stuff pops up again, it's meant to kind of be comedic relief. Like no longer are Martha and Travis like scary and intense. They're just like screaming dramatically in a field, and it's just like fuck these people. And so I really I love doing that. I love hard right turns as an audience member myself. I love being surprised by movies in that way. So I really wanted to do that with this one.
Yeah, it's good. And like like when you dive into like sort of the deep like trauma and fears, regrets, and like the identity issues that she has throughout the movie, and I find you use sort of like the people she meets in the motel, Ada, Sid, Lillian, as sort of these vessels to deal with her struggles, and like it brings such profound emotional weight to the story. And why were these such heavy topics important for you to bring to the screen personally, and like how you did you use those supporting characters as ways to help guide Rose through this?
Yeah, well, I think bodily autonomy as a woman is a thing that I think about a lot. And also, while I was writing it, I was reconciling with a lot of stuff that was surfacing from my childhood, physical trauma, and so the movie is meant to be this kind of reflection of that process, of the process of healing and facing oneself, and what that feels like, which is often scary and intense and disorienting and confusing, but also has these kind of moments of lightness and happiness and beauty. So the characters were really helpful in expressing those different aspects of that journey when one is meeting their, you know, their shame, right? Lillian, or their ego sort of thing, or their inner child as Sid, and just, you know, what all those feelings, you know, when they manifest in this kind of literal way with these characters. That's what was so fun about this movie, being able to pack those layers in.
Yeah, and I know with like all those layers that you talked about there, it's such a huge weight on Lucy as well. So Lucy here, she gives like perhaps like a career best performance here, like such an emotional, expressive, and like sometimes physically demanding performance as well. So how was it like working with Lucy to bring this layered dynamic character throughout the film?
I mean, just amazing. She's so brave, and she really put everything on film for us. And there was no, you know, there's no barrier between her and the camera and the audience. She just completely opened herself, and we picked up on it through the lens, and that was a beautiful thing. Lucy was such a gift to this movie, and I'm so grateful that she played this character, and it took me a while to find her and to get to her. But once we connected, I just knew we had lightning in a bottle, and she's amazing in this movie.
Incredible. It's like absolutely incredible. And like once again, like I said, I had an absolute blast in the movie watching it. First time at Fantasia, second time preparing this for an interview. Really incredible experience to watch. And
Thank
I'm sure audiences would love to know where they can watch the film in the coming weeks. If you wanted to share some details on where they'll be able to find it playing. I saw that you guys had early screenings for Twin Peaks Day, so that was fun. So if like if you wanted to talk about when when and where they'll be able to find the movie.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff happening in March and then into early April. We have a beautiful 35 millimeter print that we're taking around the country. So the best way to do it is to follow me at Julie Pacino or Utopia. We're both posting constantly about different cities and different screenings. They kind of pop up, you know, 10 days before, you know, we're going to do them. It's you know, tomorrow night at March 5th at the Roxy, and then March 12th at the Aero Theater in Los Angeles, and also March 11th at Los Feliz 3 with American Cinematheque. Those are the most immediate screenings coming up, but definitely follow us and stay in touch, because it's starting to expand, and it's going to be in a lot of different cities. And I really hope people will go to the theater to see it, because that's as you know, that's really the best way to go on the trip.
Yeah, I really would love for all of you watching at home to check out Julie's movie. It's absolutely incredible. And I wanted to thank you once again for taking the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate it. And like I said, audiences should definitely check out I Live Here Now in the coming months. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Likewise, yeah, thank you.